Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this series, I'm trying to have a quick look at different classrooms in different parts of the world and just see how teaching learning happens in those homes. Today, I'm very lucky to have one of my closest friend, Hajime. He's from Japan. So thank you very much for agreeing to this interview, Hajime.
No, I'm honored to be here.
Thank you very much. So as I told, in this series, I'm just trying to explore how teaching learning happens in different parts of the world.
Yes.
So could you tell more about your hometown and your country?
My hometown and my country. So I'm from Japan. I live in next to the Tokyo. So it's not like really big city, but it's not that like rural area. So and yeah, so that's my hometown. And then I worked as a part-time teacher at the private institution in my neighborhood.
Okay, thank you. So let's go down the memory lane and start from your childhood. When were you admitted to your school?
Okay, so like my childhood, I think I have pretty, I'd say like normal as a Japanese. So I went to a public elementary school, and then after that I went to the public junior high school.
Okay.
That's the. Should I talk about the English learning history or generally?
Like whatever you want. No
Whatever I
worries.
want. So my English learning started in the first year at junior high school.
Okay.
So it was 12 years old. And then ever since I was curious about English somehow, I don't know why, but like, yeah, I kind of, I've always wanted to be able to speak English fluently. I thought it's very cool. So after the graduation from the junior high school, I went to public high school as well. So all elementary school, junior high school, I spent in like public schools.
Okay.
So I didn't have any like special opportunity to learn something outside school or like learn extracurricular thing at my school. But my parents are like really supportive. So I did go to plum school to prepare for entrance examination for the university.
Okay.
So I studied there, but that was very stressful time for me. All learning is just like memorizing things. So I mean, like, to be honest, I kind of like memorizing things. So but still the pressure from the exam was like,
yeah, I understand that.
So yeah, the third year in high school was really stressful for me. But after entering university, I had an opportunity to study in the UK at the language center in Leeds. So that was my turning point in my life. Studying in the UK was different, just like different in like every single way. So as I said, in Japan, I studied English in like by memorizing vocabulary, grammars, expressions, that sort of things. But here, I practiced using it a lot. So that's a like really huge difference for me. And then I think that improved my English skills a lot. So yeah, after that experience, I became more interested in English teaching and learning.
Okay, that was very good. Thank you very much for this. So at what age were you admitted to primary school?
Primary school?
Yeah.
6 years old.
Okay, and for you, how long is the duration for primary education?
Primary education. So in Japan, primary school is from 6 years old till the 12 years old. So it's 6 years. Yeah, for 6 years.
Okay. And what subjects are there for you to study?
Sorry.
Subjects. Which subjects do you study?
Subjects. So in primary school, we have, I think, I need to count. Like,
Yeah.
we do learn Japanese, like
Uh-huh.
Japanese, and then like basic math
Uh-huh.
and basic science, and also we do learn. We call that social studies, like
Yeah.
geography, things. And then also our English education start from third year in primary school,
Okay.
and also music, art and craft, PE.
Okay.
One more I don't know how to say in English. It's a like cooking,
Ah,
sewing. How do you call
okay,
that?
okay. Life skills?
Life skills, yeah.
Yeah.
So like 9 subjects.
My God, that was good. And were there different teachers for different subjects?
For practical thing like the life skills and music and PE, those subjects has a different teacher.
Okay.
But other subjects like Japanese, basic math, those subjects are taught by same teacher, like homeroom teachers.
Okay, okay. And how many students were there in your class?
In primary school, usually class size is around 30. Yes,
30, okay. And was that the same when you go to junior high school?
So it's getting larger.
Okay.
So junior high school, I think average is 35, and then high school it's average 40.
Okay, and speaking about subjects at junior high school?
Subject?
Yeah.
It's almost same, but so I don't know how to differentiate, but we call elementary school math and junior high school math differently. We use different term.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's like basic math and math.
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
understand what
Yeah.
you want to say.
But other than that, we learn same thing.
And medium of instruction is Japanese?
Yes,
Okay. So English is just a subject.
just a subject. Yeah.
Yeah. And you spoke about public schools, government public schools. Are there other type of schools apart from these government public schools?
Yes, there are a lot of private schools. Yeah, so generally speaking, people say public school has a better education, like better quality of education. But yeah, it really depends on schools. So yeah.
So you have public schools and you have private schools, and both are like follow same curriculum, same subjects.
Yes, mostly same curriculum, same subject, because government has a basic like general curriculum for every school in Japan. So schools have to follow that like general, I'd say like guideline thing, and then so private school can have like kind of like originality or like unique subject, but
Okay.
still they have to follow that guideline. So
Yeah. Okay, I get it. So that was like about your primary school, junior high school and high school. For high school, how many students are there in the classroom approximately?
high school, so not in class, like
Class,
whole
yeah.
school. Okay, so my school, I think my school was average sized school, and then it has, so in the first year, in my grade there were like 280.
Oh my God.
So and 3, so I can't calculate.
Yeah, that's fine, but
280.
it's for one class. And like, did you
one class.
like for your grade it was 280?
Yeah, so like
Yeah, and
my grade
next-
has 7 classes. Each class has 40 students and 4.
Yeah. I got it. So 6 years primary schooling, then you went to some other school
During primary school education.
after first
After
6
the-
years to junior high school.
Yeah, junior high school.
You went to some other school.
What do you mean some
Like-
other school?
Like your primary school was different and your junior high school was different.
different, yes, different
Yeah.
school.
Okay, so was it at different town or the same town but different school?
Same town. So like public school, primary school and junior high school, students are allocated by their house, the place of living.
Okay.
So yeah, we can't really choose which school we are going.
Okay.
And I didn't like this system, but sometimes because of the school size, they have to change the school district, like area. So I went to this primary school, and then like this neighborhood students go to like let's say like junior high school A, but my house was really edge of the district, and then like the city government changed the district, so like I had to go to different junior high school, like junior high school B. So all my friends went to junior high school A, but like only
You
me
had to go junior high school.
Yeah.
And how about high school? Does the same school have high school?
No, high school is so much different because we had to take entrance examination for to enter the high school, and then because of the exam, so high school in high school, students level of how do you say that? Student level are almost same.
Yeah.
So usually Japanese high school students go to their school by train or like bicycle because it's far from their home.
Okay.
Not really far, but like yeah.
I get it. So generally you have 6 years of primary education. Junior high school for how many years?
3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
And then you have the examination, and then based on that examination you get your high school. And high school for how many years?
3 years.
3 years. Okay, so it's like 6, 3 and 3.
Yes. 6
Yeah.
years.
So after that, finishing high school, you went to university at the UK. Was that so?
I went to my Japanese university, and then that university has a like kind of exchange program.
Okay.
University in the UK. So my study abroad was only 5 months.
Okay.
But like that was really meaningful for me.
Yeah, you mentioned that you found the education system in the UK different from in Japan.
Yeah.
So could you give some examples? Why do you think so?
Yeah. So I went to language school in the UK. So I'm speaking about the English class in the UK and in Japan. So as I said, in Japan, English class tend to focus on grammar and vocabulary and maybe like reading and listening. So it's mainly like memorizing grammar rules and then vocabulary, and then use it in context in the form of practice as reading and listening. So, but in the UK, I had more active class. Like I had a lot of discussion, like some sort of debate, and also I had to write essay, and I had to like present something. Like I had to have a presentation. So that was really different. So I would say Japanese education tends to focus on like input, like in the UK, that language school I went focused on like output, like how you use English as a skill.
Yeah, that's a good observation. Thank you very much for sharing that. So you continued your education in Japanese university. Were you pursuing a degree?
Sorry?
Were you pursuing a degree in your Japanese university?
My bachelor's degree, it's intercultural communication.
Oh wow! And it is for 3 years?
It is 4 years.
4 years.
Yes.
Okay. Generally graduation of 4 years in Japan?
Yes.
Okay. And after finishing that, you started working in a private school?
No, actually, so my part-time job experience was during my university period.
Okay.
So I started my part-time job soon after entering university. So when I was 18 years old, I started working as a teacher. And then I continued that job until like before coming to the UK, like this time, last September.
Okay.
Yeah.
So could you tell us more about these private schools and your working experience?
Yeah, so the private institution I worked, I think it's called Clam School. Clam School. That school is for preparation for entrance examination. So usually students are junior high school student or high school student who need to study outside the school to prepare for their entrance examination for like university or high school. Yeah, so what else I should tell? My school has like one-to-one tutoring and group lessons. Both.
Okay.
We had both. So I taught both. Yeah, something like that.
I remember like in one of our group discussions, you were speaking about the busy timetable of a Japanese student.
Sorry, is it?
Busy schedule of a Japanese student, like your students being too much busy and
Yeah, because my school is extracurricular, so they had to go to their own school, like public school or private school, and then after school they come to my school. So I think it's pretty busy for them. So usually like their own school, their like actual school, start from like 8 a.m. or something, and then they finish their school like 4:30, and then my school has a lesson from like 5:30 or like 6, and then they study until like it depends on the student, but yeah, usually like average they study until 7:30. Yeah.
My God! So the kid is in the school from 8 to 7:30 approximately. Okay. Is this like a general timing from 8 to 4:30 for schools?
Yeah, I think it's general. Yeah.
Okay. So thank you very much for these things. Is there something else about private schools or your experience you want to share about?
Yeah. So as I said, like in Japan, like in terms of English class, we tend to focus grammar, vocabulary, reading, listening. That tendency even stronger. I don't know the like adjective for that. Even stronger in my private institution because my school is for entrance examination.
Yeah.
And entrance examination focus on those skills.
Yeah.
So even though I like interact with children and like teaching something to children, but I didn't really like the way I teach because I have to focus on those skills.
Yeah.
But I experienced the English class in the UK, and then I kind of wanted to do like try that way of teaching, but I didn't really have choice because I have to improve my students' exam scores. Okay. Yeah, so that was frustrating thing for me.
I can totally understand that. I remember a few of our professors have worked in Japan, just like Richard or maybe Steve.
Yeah.
And I remember them saying that they worked in a language school. So we don't have this idea of a language school. Could you tell more about this language school thing?
Language school thing. I think they meant language school. They meant language school. So we do have school called Eikaiwa. Like direct translation would be English conversation.
Okay.
So in like those institutions, usually they have native speakers of English, and then Japanese students went there and then have conversation and practice speaking. So those kind of things. I think that's the like most general language school in Japan.
Okay, and generally, what is the age of the students they enroll to this course?
It's really like wide range of age. So they do have curriculum for really early kids. So like kindergarten students, like 3 years to 5 years or something like that. And then they do have classes for adults, for those who want to improve their English skill for like some purpose like work or their hobby or like for their travel. So yeah, it's really wide.
Okay. Thank you very much for sharing all these insights. That was really helpful for us. Thanks a lot, and thanks a lot for coming here for the interview. Thank you very much.